Hi all, this is Joel from MoonlitsHollow. Today I'm doing my second oracle reading for Tana. So her question on our recent video was, let's see, I'd be interested in what can I clue into to learn of my truest original self. So that's what we'll be answering for them today. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this. So I'll do the draw, shuffle the deck, do the draw, we'll go through each card individually, and then at the end of the reading we'll have a sort of board, and you can look at each card and even maybe make your own interpretations. For those that are just listening, and for the reading isn't about you, but you can still draw inspiration from the reading and use what we talk about today to better your own life and to, tap in and maybe learn some lessons along the way. Or if not, it'll just be an interesting video. Give me a moment here to arrange my deck. For me, I've found that lately I've been making a lot of extra use of inverted cards, and sometimes I'll sort of mismatch the deck, sort of like this. I'll sort of take parts and put them in elsewhere, shuffling the sort of inverted to, I guess, not ratio. And this works. I'm often drawn to specific cards regardless of where they sit in the deck for each reading. It's just a matter of sort of shuffling through and finding them, and then, I guess, working with them a bit more. Alright, so we're going to jump right into it. Oops. Okay, so for Tana today, we have a total of 7 cards. Now, the first 5 cards are the bulk of the reading. It's the main perspectives, the main points, the main things that need to be conveyed, and the sort of last 2 cards are all about reinforcing, providing a different perspective, um, you know, even more elaboration or definition of what's going on, maybe an additive to what's happening in the reading. So let's tap into our first card and see what we can get. First card we received is an upright, the gospel. For me, this card is really conveying the fact that you are not your whole self. There are many parts of you that have been scattered to the winds, stripped and sent to the far corners of the universe. There are parts of you that you have left behind and or have been taken from you forcibly. These aspects you will need to reclaim to be your truest self. Even the bad, even the things that you dislike or don't wish to reintegrate, even reclaiming them, maybe not to bring back into the self, but to have on hand, will enable you to connect to your truest self. These aspects are important. They are fundamental to you. They may not apply to you, you may not be that person anymore, but they're still important because they've shaped you, they've helped you along the way, they're still important. You need to tap back into them. And through tapping back into them, you can learn a lot about yourself. You can learn a lot about your past, the why, the whom, what, where, and when, and also more about who you are now. It gives context to the person that you are now and the person that you're striving for, the things that you want in life to improve the situation, to be a better and happier person with what you have, resolving trauma, resolving conflicts, etc. Okay, they will aid you greatly in this, and you know where they are. Some of them are hidden from you, but you can always call upon your friends to help with this, and to help find these pieces and bring them back to you, because that's the power of friendship in a sense. There are others who can help you out with these things. The second card we've received is an upright ritual card. For me, this card is conveying the fact that you need to break free of routines. Now, not new and recent routines, but old ones. Old movements of the soul that have been going on for too long. If you want change, you need to break free of these routines and habits. By breaking habits, you open the floor and open yourself up to new opportunities, to new habits that might form and these habits may very well be a lot more positive, and they will aid you moving forward in the daily life and the monotony of, the modern world, as well as in spiritual practice, personal growth, all your interpersonal relationships, etc. Okay, they will make a difference. Look into this. Be introspective. Be observant of your mannerisms, how you react, your feelings. Dig deep. Look and see how things are not aligned and things are not in connect. And work to make change. Ask for help from those around you in making this change. And, use them as a confidant. Use them as friends to talk to. Life isn't always about, pursuing this path of growth and change. There's nothing wrong with having a chat with a friend or spending some downtime, basically, because that downtime is necessary for rest and recovery and for you to grow. We all need that downtime. Okay? The next card that we've received is an inverted the feminine. There are many parts of you that you did not get to experience in your childhood and upbringing. There's many, you had to grow and become older and more mature quickly because of traumatic and or negative situations as related to your upbringing and your family life. This pushed that inner child deeper and deeper and deeper, and they're crying out, they're hurt, they're wounded, but they're not acknowledged and they're not brought back into the fullness of your being because of that disconnect. You must connect back to that inner child to propagate healing and growth. Now, and you are also out of touch with your feminicity. Now, I guess contrary to popular belief, feminicity isn't female and masculinity isn't male. They're energies, they're different forces and bits and pieces. And masculinity and feminicity, manifest differently for everyone. For me, my femininity manifests in my expressiveness, my honesty, my emotional intelligence and maturity, my want for communication and connection. Okay, and also my creativity and things like that. Um, your feminicity will manifest differently, and it does the same for everyone involved. Touch back in with this feminicity. Feminicity isn't sexual in nature. It doesn't have to be sexual in nature. Tap back into the raw feminicity, the raw parts of yourself that is important, that has been neglected and not understood for a long time. You haven't paid attention to it because you've been burdened with, situations related to others. So tap into it, be observant, and work to resolve it. In anything with personal growth, there's no one sort of, I guess, fix. It's all just, it's a tedious, arduous process because there's no complete resolution. You can't always resolve or fix anything. You just have to take it in stride, do the best you can, and work to further yourself and improve the situation. Okay? Alright, so the fourth card we've received, and it also ties in with our third, is an inverted reconciliation card. You know, the gist of this is that you can't reconcile your past with the people that propagated those situations or were a part of that past. There's no sense of reconciliation that can occur there. If they're not in your life now, or if they are right now, they shouldn't be. Okay? You have to let go of those connections. And letting go doesn't have to end with malice or a disconnect. It's a goodbye for now. The situation is influencing me negatively. I need some time alone and in solitude to think, to grow, and to heal. Okay? It doesn't need to always be done in malice or burning or blowing up bridges. Okay? You can't reconcile with them. There's no reconciliation to be had there. You have to let go. Now, letting go doesn't mean you forget or you forgive or anything of the sort. It's, I guess, a change in the dynamic. You're not allowing that situation or those people to have hold over you. You're admitting that what you experienced was not enjoyable, that it was hurtful and harmful, but you're not going to allow that to dictate the rest of your life on Earth. And furthermore, move forward. Understand that reconciliation isn't a forgiveness and forget. It's a change of perspective and dynamic within yourself and how you approach life. Okay? Take it in stride best you can. If you can deal with this, a lot of other things will become clear and you'll be able to make that positive difference that you really are seeking and are wanting to find so that you can be happier in life. You can have a more fulfilling and satisfying life, regardless of, things that come up that are negative and hurtful or just, those aspects of life. Okay? The fifth card we've received is an inverted union card. For me, this card's conveying the need to step back, to re-evaluate and reconcile relationships, particularly romantic relationships. Okay? Now, step back isn't a break, it isn't a breakup. It's a, this is something I need to work on, and I want your help in doing it. I want to communicate with you and be honest, but I need some time, and I can't always have you hovering over me in order to find the answer. These answers that I need to find myself. Okay? Maybe a change in dynamic. If there are things that you are not happy with in the relationship, maybe not related to your partner, but related to just aspects of the situation, maybe home living or connections or family members or whatever it may be, if you're not happy, then speak up. Be honest and earnest about it and voice it, even if it doesn't seem fair or nice to voice it. Your feelings are valid and important, and your partner's there to listen to you and help you because they love you and care about you. Okay, so be open, discuss things, be open more and more upfront, and this will enable you to tap into your truest self and achieve a happier life. A life, sorry. Okay. Our sixth card we've received is an inverted synergy card. For me, this conveys the fact that, I suppose, what you are and who you have been in the past, in past lifetimes and in this life, is holding you back. You're putting too much weight on who you are now and who you were in the past, and that's ruining your shot or your chance for a better future. Okay? Let go of the past, let go of who you are now. Who you are now can change. You can be a different person whenever you like. You can work towards that situation and improve it. Break free of the mold. This is holding the past and present hold you back. As much as, the present part is a bit tricky and an interesting dynamic. Let go of who you are now and embrace who you could become if you're willing to work towards it and make those changes. All right? All right. This our seventh and last card is very blunt and direct, okay? So I do apologize in advance, but it's something that needs to be said in response to your question and what needs to be conveyed in the reading. Our seventh card is an inverted night woman, or women, sorry. you are a powerful soul and a powerful individual. I know that, part of you wants to move away from that. Be your own person, not be the subject of others' negative intentions and be in the spotlight or be hurt by others. You want to live a normal life, on the beach drinking pina coladas and everything be great. But that's not your path. Okay? You've been granted power and the ability's there, and you can either make a positive difference with it, both to your own life and the lives of your loved ones and those around you, or you can keep trying to run away from it. And the thing is, you will never get far if you keep trying to run. You're not going to be able to run far. You'll get pulled back. You'll snap back to where you're meant to be. But you can change who you are, and you can change the situations. That power is there, and you can't take that away. Even if you opted for a situation where you're not around anymore, you will come back. There's no peace in a sense, but you can find and create that peace in your relationships and in who you decide to be and who you want to be. Okay? So that concludes our reading for today. I hope that you, Tana, enjoyed this reading and that it provides some perspective and helps you with working towards a happier, more sustainable way of living and just happier life in general. Um, Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if you, everyone else who's listening, would like a reading, do post down below with a question, and I will get to it when I can. I'm quite busy and I'm still trying to find a balance between all my platforms, but I'm working on it. And I'm also working on improving my audio quality and different parts of the videos and services that I'm providing. So do comment down below, leave a like, subscribe. Only subscribers will be chosen to have a free oracle reading done. Um, Leave comments down below. Come chat with me. Come interact with me in the Discord server. I'm always open for chats and happy to help in any way that I can. And I hope to see you all soon. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.